All right. What's going on? Tripp Kramer here from trippadvice.com. We are live. We are here. And we're rocking out. I'm so excited to be here, guys. Thank you for being here. Say hello in the chat if you're here with me. Just checking everything, make sure everything's working. Is everything working? I think so. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Looks like people are already trying to call in. Guys, we're not ready for calls yet. You can't call in. Hello. What's up? Skullhead, Wish Wash, Ricardo GoPro. Excellent connection. We're ready to go. We're here. You can hear me. All signs are a go. We're talking about some cool stuff today. Why do results come when you stop caring? There's two reasons for this, and we're going to go over them today. There's two reasons why the results just come pouring in. They come pouring in when you literally stop caring about all of it. Okay? We're going to go over those two reasons. We're going to be taking calls today. I want to try to take a lot of calls today. What's up, Ralph, Steven, Noah, Louise, Q1 USC, Becky, Oscar, John. Cool to have everyone here. Okay, so we're going to go over that. We're going to take calls. The number, you see it in the description. Don't call in now. The lines are not open yet. I will not be answering them because we're going to go over some stuff first, and then we'll answer your calls. And I know we started just a couple minutes late, so don't worry. We'll go a couple minutes past the hour. I'm not going to take those minutes from you. Prophet, what's up, man? Good to see everybody. All right. So before we go into everything today, we're going to be, like I said, talking about why results come when you stop caring. Mainly, we're talking about your dating life, your dating and relationship life. Although I believe that this still does kind of affect other areas of your life that you're trying to succeed in. That's right. There are other areas where when you stop caring so much, the results come in. Okay? What's up, Danny? How you doing? Yes, I do read this. Onward, Michael. Belgium, very nice. What's up, Wilso? Yes, this truly is live. This is real. We're really doing this. So, all right, before we get into everything, I got to tell you about coaching. If you're interested in getting coaching from me, and you're going to get a taste of what it's like when you see some of the coaching that I do when people call in. I see that people are calling in right now. I can see it. Do not try to call in because we're not going to be taking calls just yet. So when you get to a point where you feel like you're stuck, which you might be in right now, when you feel like you can't get to the next level, when you feel like you've tried everything, when it feels like you just need a little bit of a helping hand, that's where coaching comes in. Coaching is available to you if you are very serious about it, if it's something that you want to put effort and work towards, but not too much effort, because to be honest with you, coaching helps with not having to put in so much effort on your own. That's why coaching exists, so you can get that guidance, so it's not so hard. So if that's something that you're interested in, go to the description. You're going to see a link. That link says coachedbytripp.com. And you can go there and you can apply, fill out the application in as much detail as possible. Then I can know and see if you're suited to be a client. And I'll say this, a lot of guys do fill out great applications, which means that we get to get on the phone one-on-one, and it's a free consultation to see if coaching is a good fit for you. You got to be 18 or older. And like I said, fill out the application in its form. Okay? What's up, William? Tom? ZD? Cool. All right. So go to the description, check that out. Let's get to it. Why do results come when you stop caring? Here's the first reason. The first reason is this. Most people are so focused on the outcome, and you've heard this before. This is a cliche. This is nothing new. And if it is, that's fine too. But just understand that most people focus so much on the outcome and the results, so all of their focus is there, when none of their focus is on the action. Or you can say the journey, so to speak. The journey is the kind of cheesy way. Focus on the journey, you might hear a lot. What I'm telling you is focus on the action steps. If you're trying to learn something and you're only focused, let's say you're trying to solve a math problem. Yes, you want the answer, but how do you get the answer to a math problem? You got to take the action steps to get there. You're not sitting there thinking, well, I hope the math problem gets solved. I hope it comes. I hope it comes. And then guys do approaches and they just only think about, I hope she doesn't reject me. That's all guys are thinking about. I hope she doesn't reject me. I hope that she doesn't say anything to make my ego get burned. I hope she doesn't say anything or roll her eyes that makes me feel uncomfortable. Guys are only focused on the outcome. Only. And mostly they're negative. Most people focused on the negative. Why? Honestly, I'm not sure. You'd probably talk for hours on that, why people only focus on the negative. One reason might be because it helps us survive. When we focus on the negative and we focus on our fear, it helps us survive. However, we don't really need that survival, do we? I think we're doing fine. We don't need to be surviving any kind of chase by lions. So that doesn't really work for us anymore. So you're only focused on fear. You're only focused on a negative outcome, which ends up meaning that you're not focused on the action steps. You're taking more of an emotional approach, less of a logical approach. Yeah, AC Dragon Rider, you said it best, baby steps. But it's more than just the baby steps. It's about focusing on the baby steps. So for guys who are scared of approaching women or afraid of rejection, instead of going out thinking about, I hope I don't get rejected, go out there and just think about, you know what, how can I just deliver this opener to as many girls as possible? How can I make the conversation as fun as possible? Think about the action steps. I talk about that a lot. I give you action steps, by the way. There's action steps in my book, Magnetic. There's a link in the description for that as well. You just focus on the action steps and the results come in. You can do coaching. Also link in the description below. We focus on the action steps. You got to just focus on the process and then just trust it's going to happen. That's literally the only way. There's no other option. There's no other option because focusing too much on whether or not you're going to get rejected, it's not going to happen. Okay? So that's something that you got to think about. How can I focus more on the process? How can we focus on just the process? I would think about that this week. Okay. Now, this topic is twofold. Why do results come when you stop caring? Well, the other part is that a lot of guys care way too much about what happens in the interaction. And women are attracted to a guy who's not so needy and not so caring and not so nervous. She's attracted to someone who's more relaxed, who's more comfortable. So results will come in that sense too. When you're more comfortable and you don't care so much, she can sense that. She can totally sense that. Women are amazing at picking up on your vibe and your energy and the way that you're acting. They can tell. And I'm telling you that if you can somehow manage to access a place in your brain where you can just relax and just realize that you're just having a conversation with the woman just because she's pretty, doesn't make her this scary thing. And I know you're not scared of the woman, you're scared of her reaction. I've boiled this down for so many people and so many clients. It's all about you being scared of their judgment and their reaction. And you got to ask yourself why. Mostly why? Because we are trained and it's biologically wired inside of us to not be rejected by people, because being rejected by people means less access to resources and community. Although we don't live in these small little communities anymore. We live in big cities. We even have online communities. We don't need to be afraid of rejection. So we need to, and by the way, this is possible. This is not impossible to get past the point in your brain that's telling you to not be scared of this woman, to not be scared of a reaction, to not be scared of how she's going to react. Forget that. Forget that. And at the very least, test it out. Don't even take my word for it. Although in this case, I know I'm right. Still, experiment with it. Play with this idea. See what happens when you don't care. See what happens when you're not focused on the outcome. See what happens when you just focus on the steps. See what happens when you can just say, you know what? Let's just go out and get rejected 20 times today. Let's just do it. Someone asked, why are all your videos and talks directed to men only? Basma, are you a woman? I'm not trying to leave women out, but my expertise is with men. I don't have an expertise in dating advice for women. So, what do you guys think about that? That's really all I got to say. That's all I got to say about that. There's not more to really dive into there. I think that's the main point. The main point being that, again, if yes, what people are saying in the chat, if yes, you're just focused on the present moment. By the way, this is an exercise. I know I'm not going to say this to you and then all of a sudden, boom, you're just going to like believe it. And it's just going to like happen. Of course not. It's an exercise. It's a practice. It's something that you're going to have to do over and over and over and over. Okay? And yes, there are a few women here. I know that. Hello to the ladies. Thank you for being here. You can call in too, by the way. You're more than welcome to call in when we get the lines open, which we're going to do very soon. Okay? So, yes, practice over and over and over again. Going out and saying, you know what? What if I just focus on the action steps? So you got to figure out where you are in your journey. That's where coaching comes in, or you can figure it out on your own of where you're at, so you know where your sticking point is, to then focus on that specific step. If you build it, they will come. Field of Dreams, Kevin Costner. Same idea. We all know this concept, but are we really putting it into practice? Think about it. Lines are open, 310-598-3384. Let me take your calls, whether you're a male, female, or any other sex. Happy to help you out. My expertise lies way more in helping men. I'm also a man, so I can speak to myself a lot better. Meaning speaking to my specific gender. But yes, happy to take your calls. We can take some calls. It can be regarding this topic. It can be anything. But I'd like to take a lot of calls today because I feel I've been reviewing some of the lives, and I feel like I take a lot of time with some people, which sometimes it's necessary. But I want to try to help as many people as I can. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Lines are open. All right. You are on the air. What's your name, age, and where are you calling from? Hello?
Hello.
You're on, my friend. What's your name, age, and where are you calling from?
Oh, my name is Ricardo. 23 from California.
Hey, Ricardo. How you doing, man? What's your question?
Oh, it's resulting like this for Trip advice, right?
Yeah, it is. Where do you think you called into?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I was just making sure.
No, sir. You've called Target. How may I help you today?
Oh, I have a question about something that I'm going through.
Okay, what's your question?
Um, well, I started dating this girl 2 months ago,
Okay.
and well, earlier today, like she was kind of like stressed, and I became kind of needy, and I asked her hey, like I'm putting in affection and love, and you're just giving me the cold shoulder, and I think I messed up right there, and she kind of like pulled back, but she's been kind of distant these last few days, and what would you recommend I do?
How long you been dating her for? 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months.
Have you guys had sex yet?
Oh yeah, second date.
Okay, so you're already past that stage. Sounds good. Um, so how do you know she's pulled back?
She just been like distant. Like she would call me like I followed like all the videos you like suggest to like get like women to chase you,
Yeah.
and she stopped calling me. Like she would call me every day, and she stopped doing that. Like here and there, she won't call me babe anymore. Like she's
Hmm.
kind of like
You think?
cold, like as in like
Yeah, you think you
just real
lost her. What
short.
did, what did you do to be needy exactly?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Would just kind of like saying, hey, like what's going on? Why are you being distant? Oh, you don't kiss me when I like see you. Like she only kisses me when I like walk her to her car, like or when I'm leaving.
So in these
But like
cases, what you got to
whenever,
do is you got to set the example. So instead of complaining to her about something that you want, you just have to do it to set the example. And then if it's still not happening, you don't ever say to her in a negative way. You don't say the negative version, which is, hey, you never do X, Y, and Z. Instead, you say, you know what I would love? I would love every time I see you to just be able to give you a big kiss or whatever it is that you want.
so if like because
So that's advice for the
she's supposed,
future. Okay. So for now,
yeah,
what you want to do is stop the complaints, stop the negativity.
yeah.
Don't be texting her all the time. I want you to pull back a little bit.
How would I do that? Because the phone, like we had a discussion earlier, and she said, "Oh, I'll call you later." So should I just act as if I never said anything earlier, or should like just like all is well?
Yeah, all is well. All is well. All is
Okay.
fine. She said she'll call you later. Then see if she calls. In this
Yeah.
specific case,
She
if she doesn't call, don't complain about it. Don't even worry about it. Play like it's all
okay.
good. Like for the next few weeks, just keep going as it's all good. If you still see her pulling back, you pull back even more.
Okay.
Because there's nothing else you're going to do to convince her. You can't convince someone to be attracted to you. So you can't say
Yeah.
anything. Like if you're like, "Well, what's going on? Where did you go?" That's not
Yeah.
going
Like
to she's not going to be
that's
like,
how I
"Well, he's
act.
right. I
Like
should tell him." And she's going to stop doing it. So then you pull back. Yeah,
like
someone said in the chat, give her space. That's basically what I'm saying. Give her space.
yeah. Okay.
Don't be
Um.
overwhelming
How,
on her, and also don't be too reactive or be upset about her doing anything. Of course, if she does something actually rude, like if you set up a date with her and she doesn't show up, that's a different story. You're not gonna be like, okay, well, no big
yeah.
deal, right? You should say
Yeah.
something at that point, like, we had plans tonight. What's up? But if it's something like she didn't text you back or she didn't call you back or whatever, look past it. No big deal. But pull back.
So okay. And you mentioned earlier, how would I go about letting her know, like, oh, I would love for you to kiss me, or how was it?
So whatever you're wanting, what I want you to do is I want you to tell her what you like. So you know what I really like, or you know what I like you know what I like what you. How do I say this? You know what I like what you do. I like when you, blah blah blah.
Okay.
You know what I love. I
And
love it when you do this. Or maybe if she's never done it before,
oh
you can say, you know what I really like. I really like this. You say more of it in the positive. You give it the positive, not the negative.
yeah. And how would I go about specifically like pulling back so it's not just all of a sudden?
Just bring it back. Bring it back about 25%. Whatever you're doing now, bring it back 25%.
25%.
Just bring it back. Whatever you're doing now, bring it back 25%.
Okay.
And bro, if it just you pull back and she pulls back and everyone's pulling back, you'll find another one. Move on.
All
It
right.
was never meant to be, but this is the best route. Okay?
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot.
You're welcome,
And
man.
thank you for your advice.
You're welcome. Good luck.
All right. Thank you, man.
Bye-bye. Lines are open. You know what to do. 310-599-3384. Yeah. Becky, exactly. I like you when I like when you. I'm dyslexic tonight. I like when you. That that that. Exactly. Joe, why do you keep talking about your trashy ex? Who cares about your ex? You don't like your ex? She's trashy? Good, you dodged a bullet. What's up? You're on the air. What's your name, age? Where are you calling from?
Oh my God, I can't believe you picked up. But my name is Derek Sims. I'm 24 years old, and I'm calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
Have you called in before?
No, I have not. I called like a little bit ago, but nobody picked up
Oh,
or anything
I
like
just mean
that.
have we talked before? Cool, man. I feel like I talked to a decent amount of people from Ohio. What's your question?
So essentially, I've been dating this girl for about 2 years now. The first year that we dated, she basically has been like, "Yo, like I really don't know about the relationship, yada yada yada. Not really looking for a relationship, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But at the same time, building on a relationship and everything that's been just going on. Fast forward to about a year and 4 months into the relationship, I was just basically aggravated about some stuff that was going on. Just everything that was, the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just sick of it. Ended up starting to talk to somebody else. She found out while going through my phone, and that, just dealing with the repercussions of that. We decided to try to work things out, and now it's gotten to the point where just we're around Christmas time, same thing. I got frustrated, and I was just like, I'm pretty much done now. And again, we talked about trying to fix it, but now I'm at the point now where I'm just like, I just got to focus on myself and basically screw this situation. I still love her, and we're actually getting ready to meet up and talk in a few, but I just don't know how to handle the situation because I love her and I want to like fix things with her and stuff. But
What's the problem?
I'm just
What's the
aggravated.
problem?
The problem is that since we've met, she's been hot and cold with the whole situation with me.
Be more
She doesn't know how
specific.
to
What
feel
does
about
hot
me
and
or the
cold look?
situation.
What? Give me the examples of hot and cold.
So about 3 months, and so about like 2 months, she will be like, hey, I think I need space or whatever. I don't think this. I don't really know how to want to be in a relationship or anything like that. But then about like a week or so later, she would contact me back and basically just say she missed me, and then we'd end up going back to the way that things were
Got it. So she keeps doing that.
over and every couple of months.
Okay. And why are you sticking with her?
Because
That's a
I mean,
very
I love
that's a
her,
very
and
unattractive quality.
yeah, I didn't start realizing that until recently.
It's a very unattractive
So
quality. And what I'm saying is you should be like if I were you, I would be turned off by that. I would be turned off by someone who's so indecisive, and especially about me. Because if you have really high self-esteem, did we lose you? You still there?
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, so if you have really high self-esteem and you really like yourself and respect yourself, you would be like, I'm awesome, so I don't know why you keep going hot and cold. If you keep going hot and cold, I don't want someone who's hot and cold. I want someone who's hot all the time. I want someone who's on, who's invested in this. How old is this chick?
23.
Yeah, she's young. She doesn't know what she wants.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this assuming you're a great guy and you're a great boyfriend and all those things. I don't know all the details. Maybe you're doing something and maybe, there's a reason why she's so hot and cold. I don't really know. We can't go so deep into that on this call. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I will say that I was needy at one point in time, but then I started fixing that, started getting back into my masculine energy. Not that whole red pill stuff, but that is something that I was starting to do, and when I would do that, she would start to come back. But then again, so I understand what you're saying. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I would really try to figure out what it is that you want in a relationship, and if you're not getting it, then this person isn't for you. So
yeah.
You want someone who's going to be invested. If that's not her, you can find someone who will. Trust me, you can find someone who will. So it's probably not her.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't like always giving the advice. I don't like to tell guys all the time to just keep saying peace, 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 peace. But, when it comes to that kind of behavior, that's not acceptable. That's not. Either you're doing something wrong and that's causing her to be on and off, or, she's immature. She doesn't know what she wants. And you don't have to put up with that. I'm just saying, guys, you don't have to put up with any person or woman that's causing trouble or is not a great fit. I'm not saying you got to look for the unicorn, but what I am saying is that there are plenty of women out there who are available to you that are not going to have the negative qualities that we sometimes see in people. So, the line is open. 310-598-3384. Give me a call. We'll answer your question. What's up? You're on the air. What's your name, age, and where you're calling from? And whatever you're listening to, please put it on mute. Hello? Hello, you're on the air.
Hi. Oh, it's okay. It's not synced with the video.
Yeah, because it's not going to be synced. It's going to be lagged. So mute me, pause me, and then we'll talk here on the phone.
Sounds great. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, man. What's your question? Where are you from? What's your age? What's your name?
I'm from Vancouver, and I'm 31.
Vancouver, 31. What's your name?
Saul.
Saul?
Saul, like Solomon.
Cool, man. What's up? What's your question?
I got out of about a 7-year relationship about a couple of years ago, and been really struggling getting back into it, getting back into approaching.
Yes.
And I think the thing that I've realized is that I've kind of got a bit of a Jim Carrey personality, in that I can be, I've done a lot of mindfulness meditation practice, and I can get very serious. I'm also very politically active. At the same time, I can completely not take anything too seriously, be really kind of a class clown and make people laugh and really kind of have a good time. And I guess I'm just really struggling to really feel confident about which part of that to really present.
Like how to balance serious and balance silly. Is that what you're saying? Like, how do you balance your serious side and your goofy fun side?
Yeah, it seems to me like being, I do social work. I am actively politically engaged, and I find that whenever I kind of turn on my serious side, it definitely, I guess it's just not that with the right girl at the right time, it actually can actually work to my advantage. But I guess socially, I just feel like girls are kind of more looking to have fun, and I don't know. This is just kind of, I kind of feel like I'm stuck in a rut in terms of feeling confident about which side. I can be that spiritual guy. I can kind of be more down to earth, mellow and chill, and I can also I can completely get drunk and wasted and have fun and just be absolutely ridiculous and spontaneous.
And so you're thinking that this kind of the different sides of you is causing you not to be able to attract any women into your life?
I just feel like it hasn't proven any success. Even when, obviously I can talk to a girl. I can,
Do you think you're having an identity issue? Do you think you know who you are? Because that's we're getting a little bit deeper here, but I'm feeling this sense that you're trying to figure out who you are. Is that right?
No, and I totally get why that would kind of come across.
Okay, so you do know yourself well enough, like you're confident in who you are and what you're into and all those things. Like you feel that you're in touch with your identity. Yes?
Totally. I just understand that I guess what I'm not confident in is I noticed you put some videos out there about just enhancing these certain kind of traits, and I struggle to kind of really commit to, being the joker, being the the social guy, or I can ask, kind of like think about it as like a chameleon. Like I really can play.
Totally. Well, first of all, if we're talking about what would help with interacting with women, the social guy is great. There's nothing wrong with the social guy.
Yeah.
Here's a really simple answer for you. Okay, I'm gonna really just give you like a one sentence simple answer that you can use when you're talking to women, approaching women, and getting yourself out there. I would go 30% goofy, fun, 70% neutral, inquisitive, serious. The reason why I say neutral, inquisitive, serious is because I don't want to say 30% fun and 70% serious, because it's not like you're being so serious, but it could still be neutral. It could just be like you talking to someone and just having a good time and having a normal conversation with someone. So it's like, get that goof out, be silly, make someone laugh, be fun, that Jim Carrey side of you. But I would only do that 30 to 40% of the time. Not all the time, because it's harder to make a connection with someone. So the big idea here is make a connection with somebody, with a girl, make a connection with her. That's going to be super important, but she also wants to know that she's with someone who has, I'll say, social grace. Excuse me. Social grace, meaning that you can have fun, you can adapt to different types of conversations with different people. You know what I'm saying? It can be it can be that chameleon, fun, interesting person. So I would just kind of mark it, if we had to quantify it, 70, 30, 60, 40 kind of situation. I would test that out. That will probably work.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And really, for you, it's that goofy is where the connection lies, but you're definitely not you're kind of taming it back.
Yeah, it's like the whole conversation you're connecting with someone. But part of it, you're being fun and interesting and making jokes and teasing. But you don't want to do that the whole time, because then you're what's called the dancing monkey. You're just the person who's just making jokes, cracking jokes all the time. And she's like, oh, haha, that's friend level. That's when she'll see you as a friend. That's how you get yourself in the friend
right.
zone. But if you can't get to a more serious, seductive level where you're flirting with her, where you're showing intent, where you're looking at her in the eyes and you're having a serious conversation. And when I say serious, I don't mean like intensely serious about life and politics and da-da-da-da-da. But I just mean more of a seductive conversation that's more, just a little bit more, like you kind of said, down to earth. Okay? So
Yeah.
I would work with that
Yeah.
ratio. See if that works for you.
No, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
Cool. Does that help?
It does, yeah. And can I just add one last thing?
Sure.
In terms of location, where someone, I don't think I'm the most attractive guy, but I definitely got a great personality. I do find that the bars and the clubs are definitely have not worked out in my favor. With someone who is goofy, and at the same time does have that serious side where they can really hold quite
just focus
good
on meeting. Then
conversation.
just focus on meeting women during the day. Vancouver, there's people walking around everywhere. So just walk around during the day.
Yeah.
Approach some women. Go to some shops, some malls, grocery stores, and I would do that. Get on an online dating app. Do some swiping. Combine both of them. Focus more on doing approaches, and you should be good to go. That's what I would do. Focus on more. Just do the daytime stuff.
I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for doing this.
You're welcome, man. Thanks for calling in. Love Vancouver. Great city.
All right. Cheers. We love you.
Cheers. Cool. Lines are open. Ready for you. Call in. Sometimes you just need some really clear direction so you know where to go with this. That's why I gave that kind of a ratio. You got to have some sort of guidelines so you kind of know what to do. That's what I've been trying to do for the past 9 years, is create content and information that's easily understandable that you can use in the real world, right? Looks like we got an international number. Where are you calling from, my man?
Hello, I'm calling from Mexico City.
Mexico City.
Yes.
Did you call in last week?
No, I did not call last week. I got this number from a YouTube video from Tripp Advice.
Yes, I am Tripp. We were talking.
Okay.
You're on the air.
Okay. Should I close you my... okay, let me pause the video.
Yeah, pause the video. So
Should
what's
I
your
tell you
name and
my
age?
Situation? Yes.
What's your name and age?
Sebastian, 26-year-old.
Okay, Sebastian. What's your question?
Yes. Well, my situation is that this girl, we went out, and I don't know where she blocked me, and a month later she contacted me. And she told me that she did it because she was feeling guilty because she was out of a relationship some days prior our date. And she was selfish. She only thought about her, and she gave a red stars about my feeling. And she said, you know what, at this moment, I'm not a good company. I need some space, which space I have given to her. And I tried to speak to her. Like
She's in another relationship right now?
Yeah, what?
You said she's in another relationship right now?
No, she's single.
Oh, okay.
And so I text her on Saturday and told her hi, and she just sent me the eye roll emoji.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. So
yes,
why do you want this girl?
What?
Why do you want her?
Why do I want her? I used to be a player, like a real player. And when I started to talk to this girl, I felt a connection, a click, which I haven't felt in years. So I immediately fall for her. I'm going to be honest. I fall for her.
Falling for the wrong girl, man. She doesn't sound like a catch at all.
No, I know.
She doesn't sound like a catch at all. I think you're attracted to her for other reasons.
Go on, please.
I think that you're attracted to her for other reasons. I think that a lot of guys, I'm not saying this is you, but this is a lesson to be learned for sure. A lot of guys get really physically attracted to a woman and get really into the sex with a woman, and then they have these really good times with her, but then there's all these other times where she's immature or treating you poorly or ignoring you or whatever, and they become so addicted to the good feelings that they have with her that they overlook the other stuff. And so I think that might be happening right here.
Okay, yeah. So I haven't spoke to her since Saturday. I'm not planning on texting her in a long time until she reaches to me, because I think that she will eventually. I've been occupying myself during this time. I've been gathering some people from my band and everything. I've been keeping myself busy here in the gym, working, everything. So what should I do now when if she ever reaches to me again?
She would have to. I mean,
What? Yeah.
nothing, man. I
Nothing,
just
yeah.
I don't think you should be. I don't think you should be with this girl. You have not convinced me that this girl is worth going after.
She's not a keeper.
And I don't think so. Not from what I'm hearing. Do you think so? Do you really think so? Do you want children?
No, because
Do you want children?
no, I don't have. No, I have.
No. Do you want children?
No, no.
You don't
Not
want
this
children.
moment. Okay. Yeah, because I
No,
have
I'm
this
asking you
girl,
if you want or you do not want. Did you say you said you don't want?
No, I don't think.
Okay.
I want
Okay.
any
Then we won't
children.
go down that road. You think this is a good life? You think this person's a good? Do you want to get married?
No, I haven't been married.
No. Do you want to get married?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think this person's a good life partner? Does this person have all the
No.
qualities you want as a good life partner?
No, because when she told me that she walked out of a relationship, and the next day she was going on a date with me, and the days prior she was totally flirty and
Yeah, man. Listen,
sent me
you
all
just
those
told me
cards
you just
and-
told me straight up that this person's not a life partner and you're looking to get married. So you need
So
to
she seems like a cheater, right?
She cheated?
No, she seems like a cheater.
Well, I'm not sure. I can't tell if she seems like a cheater. But if you think that, then obviously there's something going on in terms of your intuition on how you feel about this person. So the answer is simple. Peace out. If you're a player and you have the capabilities of attracting women, then go out and find someone who doesn't have these qualities.
Okay. Okay.
We're
Thank you.
in a simple move on situation.
Just move on, right?
Move on, my friend. There's another one
Okay.
out there.
One more question, please. So if she, I don't know, she's like, I don't know, I can say hard right now at the moment, and she's, I don't know, if she ever reached to me again, my reaction to her should be like, okay, you had your shot, you wasted, something like that, right?
I would play high road, play the high road. Hey, listen, it's too late. I'm sorry this didn't work out. I've moved on. I hope you're well.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, my friend. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
I don't mean to be so harsh. I really don't. I'm not trying to be a dick. But we just got to be brutally honest, because picking someone to be either a life partner or a mother of your children, this is a serious decision. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. You need to find someone who's going to have really important qualities. So if it's like the other caller who said they're hot and they're cold, or this girl, I forgot what he said, but obviously intuitively he does not respect her. But I get it. You get so invested. It's unfortunate. I think about some of my friends who have high school sweethearts and who are married, and I truly hope they're happy. I don't know if they are. Maybe. I hope so. They just haven't had a lot of experience with more women. You're on the air. What's your name, age, and where are you calling from?
Oh, hey, Tripp. I'm Tyler, and I'm 20, and I'm calling from Oregon.
What's up, Tyler? What's your question?
Yeah, so here, just give me 1 sec.
We're all gonna
Okay,
hold.
so
We're all
there's
gonna
this-
hold for you.
Okay, so there's this girl that I work with.
Yes.
Like I've known her for a couple years, and like at first I didn't feel attracted to her, but over the years, like I started to develop feelings for her, and I heard about the workplace and everything, how it can be a little bit risky and everything.
Very risky.
Like I know,
Extremely risky.
Yeah, I know all that. And
high risk,
so
Tyler. High risk.
yeah, and I know the risk and everything. I just but
you don't care, do you?
Like she just seems really cool, funny, and teases me a lot. In the joking way, that's just part of her personality. And I just want to see what she's like outside of the workplace, and try and make it casual. And
so, do you think that there are other cool girls out there outside the workplace?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you think that there are other women out there outside the workplace who are cool and interesting and pretty and fun?
Yeah, there is, but I have done some approaching, but it's just I have done approaching, but it's just I don't know. It's just about this girl, but of course I probably need to keep looking.
Why is it worth the risk?
Right.
Why is it worth? Why is it? I know what you're gonna say, but my question is why is it worth the risk when there are other women out there? I get it. It's easy. It's right there. That's why people go for women in the workplace, because it's right there. It's like inches away from them, but it's a very high risk. If you guys, first of all, there's a risk of sexual harassment. There's a risk of if you guys even get together and then you break up, you're going to have to spend 8 hours a day or 4 hours a day if you work part-time, whatever, with this person that you broke up with. Your life is going to be miserable. There is nothing to gain from dating someone in the workplace. And I know there's an argument out there that says, but lots of people do it. And how else am I supposed to meet women? Because there's so many women here. It's like it's so easy. It's right there. And other people do it. Doesn't make it right. Tyler,
right.
You're 20. You're young, my friend. Are you in school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Focus on your school. Focus on your schoolwork. Do your job. Focus on that. When you graduate and you have focused on your school, get a great job, and then come back to the whole dating scene where you're going to be doing a bunch of approaching. I don't know if you're going to listen to me or not. You may take this advice. You may not. But just understand the risk is higher than you think. It's not worth it in the end. It's not. Plus, you're young.
Sure.
And I'm not trying to be negative here, but just I'm 34, so I have some years on you from experience. And I just know from statistics, most relationships don't work out. You got to think that even the ones that get to marriage, 50%, at least in America, which you are in, 50% end in divorce. So you can imagine how many relationships even get to that point, right? So I'm not saying don't get into a relationship. By all means, I'm very into that concept. That's why I do what I do. But just know that because it's so slim, it's probably not going to work out with her anyways. So even that is another argument for you to be able to go for someone else in a safer environment. So
True.
That's my answer, my friend.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Tyler. Thanks for calling me, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And just thank you for everything you do. I've been watching for you for a while, and just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
I appreciate that. You're very welcome. Thank you.
Okay, have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, let's do a few more calls. Guys, don't forget, if you need help, if you need coaching, I want you to go to the description down below. And you can see down below there's a link. It says coachedbytripp.com. Coaching spots are available right now. Some have just opened up for the next month. And so what I want you to do is I want you to fill out the application where you and I can get on a phone call and you can learn more about how coaching works. Okay? So go to coachedbytripp.com, apply. You and I will talk about coaching. Coaching happens over the phone. You and I together working on this. Side by side, I'm helping you. I'm pushing you. I'm giving you the right answers to get you to the place where you need to be. So go right now, coachedbytripp.com, in the description. What's up? You're on the air. What's your name, age, and where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Garrett Prouty from Framingham, Massachusetts. How are you doing today?
Good, man. How old are you?
26 years old.
Cool, buddy. What's your question?
So my question is, so I just got out of a two-year recovery for having surgery on my leg. So I lost a lot of my social skills and stuff. So one of the things I'm trying to work on is making friends. I have friends, but I would like to make more friends because I lost it from being away for recovering. And I would also like to try to make girlfriends as well. So one of the things I'm having trouble with is how do you, like, where would I go for those certain things? People keep saying like clubs or bars, but you know, like how would I approach that situation if I was to go to those things?
You want to make friends? You want to make friends?
So yes, like friends and girlfriends. I mean, of course, I want to have a girlfriend, like to love, as well.
What's more important to you right now, friends or a girlfriend?
I gotta say, man, if I really want to get out of my comfort zone, I would have to say girlfriends.
Okay. Well, where are your friends? Did you have friends?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have friends. I don't have more than like 7 friends. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's enough, bro. You don't need more
really
than
good
7.
friends.
7 friends is good. That's a solid number.
All right, cool.
Okay. Okay. So your question is, how do you make friends? And how do you get a girlfriend? Because you haven't been social in a while. Well, you got enough friends. So I think you're good on that front. Okay.
Okay.
So I would say what you need to do at this point is you need to start going out with your friends and socializing in social environments. Bars, clubs, parties. Start going out with them and having a good time. Get yourself used to being social again in a social scene. Make plans with your friends and go out and do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And
after
what type of
bars, clubs, parties, anything like that.
Okay. Like nightclubs?
Yeah, nightclubs. Any place where people are hanging out. Okay.
Okay.
Another thing too is after this point where you've been doing that for a little bit, then you can start working on approaching and going out and approaching women.
Okay. And also I gained a lot of weight, so I'm very conscious about it.
Can you go to the gym?
From the oh yeah, so I started going to the gym again because I can now.
Good.
I can start. I've been walking and stuff.
Good.
It was a really bad accident, so I wasn't able to walk for a while. So yeah, so I know that when I work out, I feel better, but at the same time, I'm still a little bit fat because I'm still trying to like lose the weight.
Yeah. So this is a common question. Guys say like, I'm not at my most fit. Should I still work on socializing and meeting women? The answer is yes. Okay. The answer is yes. The reason is because you don't know when you're going to get to the point where you're fit. It could take a while. So you want to start building those social skills now before it's too late. Right? You want to start doing that now. So create the habit of working out, eating right, get that down. And in the background of that, still go out, be social, approach women, hang out with your friends. That's still really important. Okay.
All right.
So,
And
yeah, man, that's it. That's what I would do. There's your game plan.
all right. And just can I ask one quick question?
Sure.
If you don't mind.
One more. Hit me.
All right. So I'm trying to increase my brain power as well. Do you have any advice on increasing my knowledge and focus and stuff like that?
I don't really
'Cause
have
I'm trying
much
to study
advice
for
on
a
that.
test.
I don't, unfortunately. That's not my specialty. But clearly it's going to be diet. It's going to be the things that you put in your body. So the things that you ingest. So if anything, I'd probably look at more of a natural diet. I'd test things out. Test out something like a paleo diet or a keto diet. I have friends who've done keto diet. They say it's good for brain power, but it's just eating a lot of natural foods, not processed, and low carbs. Test that out, but I'm not an expert in that. That's just stuff I've heard. So you can check it out. But yeah, I would look into that a little bit more. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Tripp. I appreciate your time. Have a great rest of your night, all right?
You're welcome, man. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. Oh, I woke up with a stiff neck. You thought I was going to say something else. I woke up with a stiff neck. I do that like every 4 to 5 months. I will sleep funny and then wake up and my neck is stiff. Isn't that interesting? So I got to go now. I know that I'm under the hour. I just want to tell you guys it's awesome doing this with you. I just need to relax and lean back for a second. We had a lot of people here today. This is cool. Not only are you guys really active in the chat, but a lot of people have joined us today. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget that coaching. If I were you, I'd highly consider. A lot of people are struggling to do this on their own. I'm working with clients right now who are absolutely murdering it in their dating life, meeting more girls, breaking through their approach anxiety, all because they have someone holding them accountable and giving them the exact plans, like I've been doing with these guys, giving you exact plans, more detailed, structured plans to be able to go out and meet women. So go down to the description below, click the link, coachedbytripp.com. And I'm off. I got to go do a coaching call right now. That's why I do have to end a few minutes early, even though I'm past the hour, but I started late. So I'm going to go do that. Thank you. When is the next one? Next week, 7 p.m. Central Time. This is a good one today. Truth bombs, a lot of truth bombs. I feel like I'm always giving truth bombs, but this one was like a lot of truth bombs. I don't mean, again, tough love. Tough love. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. Happy post Martin Luther King Day. You guys rock. See you. Good night.